So for me, what I got out of this experience was the opportunity to diversify my skill set. So I'm a cybersecurity analyst. I was able to come into my project with the cybersecurity analyst skill set, but also gain experience in UX and UI design. So I took on the responsibilities of the web developer in cases. So I was able to gain some key skills for other areas in information technology.
So for our project, we got to work with VR. So that's always going to be a fun novelty that we get. Plus we get to learn how to actually create with VR and all that kind of stuff as well. So you get to have fun in the project.
Yeah. And it was a totally new field for me anyway. Like I'd never used VR and coded for that kind of thing, and it was definitely a new experience. So it was a lot of fun.
Some of the biggest, most important things we got out of this experience was definitely just communicating, knowing how to communicate with your client and understanding that some things in the brief might not be possible and having to communicate differences that you'll make in this. I've also just learnt so much about Unity, which is the program that we use for our software development, which I had no experience in before. And as a team, we learned how to use it together, we researched, we looked at the documentation, and we're able to just work with that to make our project work.
Had I done this Capstone project before I got my job, it would have been perfect, because when I first started my job, I wasn't really sure what was asked, like what was really expected of me. I just made assumptions. I was too scared to ask. Having gone through this experience, I think back to my first day on my first job, and I thought if I had just done this in the Capstone project, it would have made all the difference.
While at university, we have had the opportunity to work with teams to achieve the goal of creating a good product, but this Capstone project has really introduced the extra element of working with a real-life client on a real-life project, which is going to be invaluable in the workforce, and yeah, especially with the presentation and showcasing of our finished product.
As part of this Capstone project, we've worked in sprints, and I've never used that system before, and that's pretty much, as a software developer, that is the sort of thing that we will encounter in the real world after we graduate, and I think that's a really important key feature that we've learned here.
The biggest advice I could give to students doing this in the future is to definitely plan and make sure that you've got small, achievable weekly goals, if not daily goals, because if you make something too big, you'll put it off until the due date and you'll never get it done.
I had a lot of fun throughout this year. As I said, working on a real world project was quite interesting, seeing it go from an idea to a finished product. And being a part of that was really exhilarating as well. Being here at the showcase, seeing people come up and use our product is honestly a fantastic feeling, being able to say that I helped to create this.